I'm not a designer yet, and I just don't want it to be confused. Like, I'm very much her. Very much her. Like, very much. She's right here. Hey y'all. Obviously I'm in the bathroom at the brunch spot. You know it's your girl. Oh, let me close my purse. Okay. So, it's my mom's birthday. I had to come here because it's getting real warm outside, so I'm just in here to cool off. And I took a little Polaroid. I hope it come out cute. I don't know. I don't know. So, it's later, and we are at Choppy Golfy. We went to the mall, let mom shop around a little bit, and now we're at Top Golf as planned. She's changing her shoes, and yeah, it's time to get cracking in this motherfucker.
Photo album, and I looked at the dates of the pictures that I took, and I was like, oh, okay, so this happened in April, and maybe this is why I feel this way now. But wow, look at how much I accomplished in 8 months. Wow. And how I did it was I put my accomplishments in bold letters. I did it in my notes. I'm telling you, this works, okay? Just try it out. Write your accomplishments from each month. Write down what you didn't accomplish. Write down important events that happen in each month. From there, you'll be able to see that, okay, so maybe I went through this. Maybe I had a mental breakdown that month. So, you know, my mind was a little bit off, right? So I didn't accomplish as much that month. But the next month after that, you know, I was doing a lot better. And then I accomplished that the next month. And it makes you see first your growth, your progress. It shows you your perseverance. It shows you your strength to be down 1 month and up the next, you know what I'm saying? It shows you yourself. And I did that, and not only did it help me see that, but it also helped me see I accomplished this much, not even physically. It's not about what I acquired, though it can be. It's not about what I acquired in the span of these 8 months. It's who I have grown into. When we talk about these angel numbers like 818 or 8/8, right? Because that's the date today. That slash, that one, is the doorway. All realities are infinite. We live in the past, the present, and the future all at the same time through our minds. What you believe you are, you are. So this 8/8 portal is about jumping from one infinite timeline, aka the 8, to another. Walking through that doorway to another. That's why it's the 8/8 portal. We walk from one infinite timeline to another. So how do you want that to look? That's all this portal is asking you. It's not, I mean, I guess coincidentally, some people are actually receiving, you know, the blessings from their new timeline. They're waking up one day and they're in their new timeline, right? But This portal right here is what allows us to dream. It allows us to fantasize. What is my most abundant timeline? If you take nothing else away from this podcast episode, I want you to take that question. What is the most abundant timeline that I want to live in?
So I'm sitting here, dusty, so I'm not going to show my face. But anyways, I'm sitting here editing and exporting, and I was scrolling on IG, and of course my good sister, Pretty Boy XO, Michaela, she had this podcast on her story, and so I clicked it, and because I heard something on TikTok about like it being 8/8 today and that having some significance, because she was talking about I guess how she was just manifesting money when she didn't have it. But so I checked this out, and I wanted to tell y'all about this, but I didn't know if I really wanted to. So I woke up this morning very emotional about something personal, and so I won't get into that, but it just made sense as to why I was feeling that way, because it just overwhelmingly came over me. And I had to like sit with myself this morning. It took a minute for me to get the day started, and my response was, I'm going to the gym, because I just like need to shake this feeling, and I need to reset, and I need to put my mind and thoughts elsewhere, because the way my personality is set up, I try to rationalize and make logic and sense out of feelings when that's like not even, it doesn't compute. Feelings are meant to be analyzed, yes, but I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, so I came across this podcast, and it really spoke to me. And what she was basically saying was just like, write down your accomplishments from each month, from January to August, because she was mentioning that like, okay, the portal, the 818 portal is, oh my gosh, so rude. The 818 portal is significant for, you know, like she said, getting out of one reality into the other, manifestation, things of that nature. And she called out that, you know, everyone is in different places in life, so you may not feel very, you may not be having like fruitful feelings and like positive feelings or hope and inspiration, and even some like we don't even know what we want our reality to be. And so she suggested, you know, write down your accomplishments to kind of help with some of those feelings, because for me personally, that's where I feel like I am. This year has not been very like milestone making. It's been pretty like tough. So write down your accomplishments from each month so that you can really see the person you've grown into, because that is part of manifestation as well. It's not only about what you acquire, but it's also what you've kind of gained personally. And I love that she pointed out that perspective. Because like I said, I wrote it down, not what I've acquired, but who I have grown into. Sorry, my handwriting is so trash these days. I used to be a stickler about handwriting, but these days, not so much. Anyways, not what I've acquired, but who I've grown into. And so doing this exercise gives hope to who I can become in the next 8 months. And like taking a step back to look at what you have accomplished, what exciting happened, what meaningful happened in a month. Did you break down? Did you get back up? It kind of just shows and gives you hope for who you can become in the next 8 months, and that you have all the power and strength to overcome it. And then I just kind of wrote about, you know, her whole thing about one infinite timeline to another, the 8. And the 1 is the doorway. And this allows us to dream. And that's the question she left us with. What is your most abundant timeline? Like, did I write that wrong? Most abundant timeline that I want to live. What is the most abundant timeline that you want to live in? And so she's asking you to do that today. And you guys aren't going to see this on the day of this, but I don't know. I think it's still an exercise that you can revisit. But what is the most abundant timeline that you want to live in? And some of the emotions I was dealing with today kind of touched on that, and I felt like my ego was just being you know, very present in what I believe I'm supposed to be, and da-da. But my mom literally had the conversation with me. She's like, Jaya, you're supposed to sit with those feelings and process those feelings. You're not supposed to just shove those feelings away. Like, you know, ego doesn't have to have a negative connotation. She's like, those feelings don't have to have a negative connotation. I'm stuttering. But in fact, those feelings are what keeps you going. That's what fuels you. That's what the purpose and the passion is for, because there's places and places and people and accomplishments you want to have, abundance you want to have and live in. So it's just really crazy how the message from my mom to this podcast has really streamlined itself. And so she did highlight, you know, so after that she said, you know, that's what she was getting into, but I cut it short. But she's like, the moon is in Capricorn, so that will help us structure that abundance we want to live in. But the next steps are just to believe in it and send it out to whomever you praise, whether it be God, the universe, whatever. And then take the necessary steps. But she did highlight that that is simple, but it is not easy. And that is very true. But if you don't know what you want, and I would say even if you don't know the steps to take, ask for alignment and manifest union with yourself. This will help you get to know yourself and what that reality should look like for you. So this would be where to start if you're not sure, but having that feeling of wanting and knowing what that abundant timeline looks like, that's number one. So if you have that and you have that in your back pocket, or think about that, move here and ask for alignment. And then structure it, believe it, and send it out and take those steps. And if you can't take those steps, I would say come right back here and ask for assistance with that. Ooh. Hey y'all, your girl is working out. Day 2 of this week. I just did 15 minutes on the treadmill. I've been doing 5 minutes walking, 10 minutes running straight, and I walk at 3 miles per hour, and I run at 6. I'm trying to get this up off of me. And it's really showing with these underwear. I went to the gym yesterday, but today I'm at my brother's house, and I'm ugly for real. Because they have a treadmill, and then like, cause they've been kind of building their own home gym, and I never been here, but it's really a vibe. And instead of sitting in traffic and like building up the courage to go, not even courage, but you know, building up the like momentum to go to the gym, especially after hours, like the off hours, like you can go at 1 p.m. and stuff. It's a breeze, but we gotta go after, you know, worked all day. Anyways, just checking in. I'm getting in this physical therapy, okay? So now I'm gonna move on to the mat. And today I really wanna focus on abs. Love me. Hey girl or boy. Hey, so it's Friday. It's Friday. Honestly, I'm just trying to like energize myself right now because I kind of slept in today a little bit. Not like crazy, but till like 10:30. And so I'm like, I'm really tired. But I started back working out this week, as y'all probably saw. And you know, I just need that rest because I've been going all week. Not to the gym. I worked out 3 times this week, and that's always my goal. But I just mean like every day this week I kind of been moving and grooving. Because usually like Mondays when I don't have to work, I just be chilling. But I got up and worked out Monday, so it's about like 6:30 right now. And we about to go out. We going to I Love Fridays at 7th and Grove. I haven't been to 7th and Grove since January. Caught the meanest vibe in January too. Had so much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready and stuff. I kind of have an idea of what I want to wear. I'm probably just gonna go with it because I got some stuff to wear, but I just feel like this is not the place to wear it. And I was having like a group chat talk about it, like what the girls was gonna wear. And I was telling them like, most of the time, I'm never thinking about that. Like, I know I'm gonna be overdressed, I don't care. But I was looking on the page and I'm like, I do remember last time being more overdressed. And I feel like regularly people are just like jeans and a shirt. Obviously a cute shirt, cute jeans, but I was about to wear a dress that's like, you know, it's just giving like a different scene, more like club scene. And this is more like happy hour. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but maybe I'll show y'all what I mean. It's not dark and like, no, it's very mingling and good music, yes, but it's just a different vibe. So I just feel like that's a little much and it'll be like a waste. I'd rather do that somewhere else. But for now, I'm just eating this Salem's shrimp bowl and I need to move it.
Got those sticky eyes. What you tryna hide? You're like a hurricane inside my veins, but I like it, babe. So bring on the rain. Let me fall, baby, let me drown. Can't breathe, give me mouth to mouth. Got my heartbeat racing, I slow down. Got me sweating, got me shaking, I'm freaking out.
So, you know, in true JF fashion, I'm running a little late, but I love that it's like, I love that the things to do are closer to my side of town. So I just have a straight shot. Hey y'all. So we made it to the first little thing, but they close. Listen, they close before 10 o'clock. Like not even like a smooth 10, 10, no. Like 9:50 they were taking people out, but they're gonna do the late night. But I guess they can't keep people. They have to, I don't fucking know. Anyway, we should be partying in a little bit. Hi. Hello. I ain't been on Holly J
I can't hear you.
We just found out that though they're gonna do the late night, so that's okay with me. But then we asked like, how much you gonna charge me to get back in? It's gonna be 10. So let's see. Like a hymn. She said
hallelujah.
Like amen. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just ready to get to it. I like that one, but it's the coordination for me. Steph's sexy back there. She just not in the color scheme. She got you so got a handheld sewing machine for my birthday per request, and I don't know how to work it. I tried on my own, and it was scary. What did you do? Wait, what did you do?
All I did was pull it out of here and made sure some of the thread
Was
is
already out?
out because it wasn't even started.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see if that'll help it.
And so we need it to catch.
We
so
need
that
for the thread that's in the needle to go down and pull up the bobbin thread, because that's how you stitch. Oh shit, this thing don't even like stop.
No, it's on or off.
Little thing is gonna do that.
Mama said you're just gonna be naked on my vlog?
What the hell? What is happening? Did you need to take that out today?
Edit, mommy. Edit.
Is it in there for real though? Let me put my pants on. This is a very small little.
Like this is probably for like on-set fixing
Something like that, not like.
a project, but handheld. Cause that thing going fast. I wonder how many people are in her class.
Not ton.
But it doesn't sound like it's in order.
So it did sew the bobby. You see, notice the other part, the bottom part is up.
It's looped now.
It's now in. That's how it makes a stitch. The needle goes down, pulls that thread, and so this thread, that thread, they loop together and they tighten and they keep going. They keep moving along the threading. So wait to when you start your stitching, and then you put your little material in there, and then you run it through. You put the thing down.
Yeah.
And then you turn it on, But this, you're just gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be.
I'm like, oh my gosh. This is scary. This is freaking me out. Oh, I got a package. But it's not for me. I am supposed to be helping make a ostrich feather skirt, but we had to pivot, so it's gonna be a faux feather skirt inspired by the King of Styles ostrich feather skirt for 21st birthday. Oh, I was about to say that is not faux fur. That's probably the other side. Okay. We got in this really pretty color off Amazon. Oh yeah, this is more than
Wow.
what should I get? Oh, 18. 72 by 60.
Holy crap.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's 5 by 6.
Yeah, but I wanted to be on the the 6 part. It's the 6 part. Because the 5, I was like, yeah, because I gotta go from front to back. I'm gonna have to make me something. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Screenwriting. Sorry, intermission. Screenwriting. I think this is ready.
Ready yet?
Woo! Whoa!
This concludes the conferral of diplomas.
One thing about my friend, she's gonna wear the highest heels. That's what she is gonna do. Yay! From the #1
Nice.
film school in the country.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so after multiple conversations with my mom, this is where I am. So, coincidentally, I think I told y'all this in my last episode, but I got faux fur for a project of my own that is also a skirt. So I used that as a guide for how much fabric to work with, like, initially, so that I'm not working with all of this, because y'all, I got way too much. I could make 3 skirts out of this, but whatever, better safe than sorry. So at this moment I have to wait on her measurements, because I'm not making a skirt from scratch out of the fabric. I'm putting the fabric onto a base so that it just fits, and it'll fit well, being that we're just kind of doing a little hack. So in the base is like spandex. Well, I guess I could just show y'all. I can't show y'all right now, but it's just like a bodycon spandex, one size fits all little dress that I'll cut to skirt length, and that way it fits to her, and there's no need for like a zipper and like the fabric touching her, and there's no, you know, barrier. Like, I'm not a designer yet, but so I'm just doing a little hack. And yeah, so I got my little handheld sewing machine where my mama kind of gave me a good, like, you know, dummy crash course, and we kind of have like a game plan as to how I'm going to attach it to the skirt. But being that the foundation thing gives, like, if I put it on my body, then the amount of fabric I need for the skirt is going to differ from her body. So I need her measurements to know at least the biggest piece of her, and that would be like all the you know, whatever. Ooh, is that your purse? Okay, the purse is giving you a little off balance. I'll take it off. It's super cute though. Yes. Y'all check my girl out. Okay. Okay, so rule of thumb, never put your purse on the ground. Okay? Yeah, don't do that because then you'll be broke. Okay, so you're just not gonna listen? You like, I don't need money. That's what I have my parents for. I don't need money. It's like lemon head. They be sour and then it's like you can't help but keep eating them. Anyways, well, you can't really tell, but I'm watching Diera on YouTube. While I pick back up where I left off with making this skirt. I don't know if I showed y'all the inspo in this skirt. This is the inspo. So originally we were gonna go this route, as y'all might have seen, like from the King of Style, and I can make this. It's just you need a lot of it, and so it was getting really pricey. So she sent this, but she didn't realize that this is another avenue to get a similar look, but it's not the same. As you can see, this is faux fur with like an added ostrich feather trim versus a full-blown feather trim. Full-blown feather trim. Sorry for the baby, y'all. My niece staying the night tonight. So I guess I should close my door, but whatever. Full-blown feather trim. Oh gosh. Full-blown feather trim. Everybody wanna text me. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I finally got her measurements like I needed, and yeah, so I finally got her measurements, and my mama kind of worked me through and taught me through how to use my handheld sewing machine, and just like what, you know, the sewing machine should look like to set up and start using it. So I'm now going to cut the fabric to be more so the right amount of fabric for Kaya. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I feel like the best thing about using this fabric, and this being like my first real attempt at actually sewing my like clothing DIYs, like obviously I can hand sew, which if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna hand sew it, but I do understand that this is probably very forgiving for any mistakes or whatever. So she's really little, so she told me her hips were 35 and her waist was a 25. Honestly, that baby is gaining. I know that's right. This is my mannequin. This is my mannequin, and honestly, this is about the size she is. Obviously not so straight up and down. I feel like her waist is like in more, but this is gonna be my mannequin. And so we're just gonna make a skirt to go like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get my handheld sewing machine and make sure it's set up. It is. Yes, my name is Bennett and I'm not in it. Like, I'm gonna help with my niece a little bit, but baby, that's my whole job. I'm not doing that tonight. She's with her grandparents. I'm gonna hang out, but they got it. So I'm gonna be up here doing my thing, okay? It is Saturday. and she might end up sleeping with me. So yeah. Tampa is lit tonight. This whole weekend really, because Chris Brown and Lil Baby's concert is in Tampa. And child, they done gave Chris Brown an after party. Friends wanted to go out yesterday, and if you know I'm not going out 2 days in a row. Plus I got a brunch to go to on Sunday, and I kind of like know I have this to do, and I just started another new job, which I keep telling y'all we got to talk about, but we are going to talk about it. So yeah, just trying to get like my ducks in a row. Wanted to do a DIY today, but that didn't work out either. So, but I did do something that I do feel good about. So good afternoon. I had to turn my loud ass fan down. Good afternoon. I just took a little shower. I'm about to go downstairs, have some food, which would be brunch at this point. But I wanted to say something because it came to me, like, I'm human, so, and if you haven't realized yet or noticed, I have been under transformation. You know, I feel like I'm on the latter end of it, but being on the latter end means, what do I do with this newfound, you know, revelations and feelings and perspective, all the things, right? And something that was hanging me up a little bit, and we're gonna just be honest, because where I feel like I'm headed as far as like my soul and everything, and my spirit, and just the whole capacity of perception changing and all the things, I feel like as a human, you know, the way that we see that vessel looks a certain way and probably acts a certain way. Sorry about this. This is like tea tree oil, but like they have a certain look, right? But and then I think about myself, because I'm just like, okay, Jaya, so we have grown a lot. Obviously, we've learned some things. We've kind of moved to a new degree mentally, and I wanted to show up differently physically, especially here on my channel. But I get caught in the mix of like what that looks like, because I hope y'all follow me, because I just feel like, okay, where I am right now in life, like I got some good things going finally. Finally got a yes in my job search, y'all, and after that one yes, I got another yes. So I'm basically a 3-job shorty right now. Finally got a yes and whatnot. So, you know, I've talked about it, like my financial situation hasn't been the best, and I'm gonna be honest, I have my parents, but I'm not trying to go to my parents for things that are like materialistic or for the physical appearance, like doing my hair, getting my nails done. Like, I just don't feel like that's something to bug. Like, I'm a bug about gas, I'm a bug about a car repair. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna tap into. Like, so if I don't have it to do it, I'm just not doing it. But I feel like that has been disturbing, like who I also feel like I am. And that goes back to me just saying like what those vessels look like when you are like spiritually growing and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna ever change the fact that I'm Hollywood and I like to look good and I'm fashionable, and you know, I'm an it girl, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about myself, and that's how I've always presented myself. But in these days, I have not been able to do as much. And like I said, I've just been present. So I haven't been like giving myself a hard time about it, you know. But I just want to make it clear that I'm still that girl. And so I'm just saying that to say, because I know like I kind of just been on here looking however. But one thing about it, it's in me, it's not on me. And that's always been a mantra for me. Like, it's in you, not on you. So, you know, I'm sure y'all could still feel the fact that like I'm still that girl, like, because it's in me, not on me. But I just wanted to point out, you know, I don't know, I have not been looking like, you know, what I know I am on the inside. But I feel like that's a teachable moment to share that what that vessel looks like you can be multi-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have multiple things to yourself. And so I just wanted to kind of share that the two do coexist. My financial situation has not allowed for some of that, and it's like what I was dealing with this year was beyond the physical. Like, so I dropped all that, caring about it, and honestly have been feeling very beautiful in this state. Like, feeling very confident, feeling very like beautiful. But I just mean as far as like who I show up in as the world, like I'm still her. My situation just hasn't allowed for it, but with that, I've learned a lot during that time. I've learned to love this even more so. I know that I'm still her. It's just like the importance is not, I'm not leading with that importance. But don't get it twisted. I mean, like, let my money get back right, of course, because when you look good, you feel good, you know what I'm saying? And like, that is who I am, you know, like that is how I express myself. Like, let's talk about it. If I'm going out, you already know Jay is stepping out. I just stepped out Friday looking good. Like, that's who I am. But it hasn't been able to be an everyday thing. And so I guess I'm just clearing the air, because I just hope, like, I really shouldn't care, but here we are. I just hope like people know like this ain't that. Like, I'm still her, you know? But I feel like it's a teachable moment to share that what that looks like is not universe, like it's not one look. Because one of my favorite YouTubers, she's a baddie. Her nails stay done, her lashes stay done, she has beautiful hair, she likes makeup. And then you might go on Instagram and see someone else who vibrates in that same way, and they might be more of a boho vibe, or like dressed down, or more carefree. Like, just know those vessels look different. It's no one shape and form. And then on my end, just know that that's still the case for me. It's just I've just been learning to be present, and being present has allowed me to be comfortable in this and not hide away and not show up because I'm not as you would expect, you know? I don't know if it's making sense, but I just felt like, I don't know, something just kind of clicked in my head, and it's something that I be thinking about because I'm on social media. I'm like, you know, I'm giving unkept. I'm giving, oh, she one of them. And I shouldn't care, right? But I'm human. And I just don't want it to be confused. Like, I'm very much her. Very much her. Like, very much. She's right here. I feel like y'all get that vibe regardless. So I don't know why I'm tripping, but I just want to put a little disclaimer out there just in case anybody is getting confused, because my vlog dumps and everything, I've been kind of like, you know, doing the natural hair and wearing my glasses and everything. But this year just hasn't called for much, and like I said, that wasn't the focus of this year. And it's in me, not on me, okay? Like, That's just what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna go eat some food now. I just felt like I needed to say that because I don't know. I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, we not bringing that Holly J flair in the physical, but I'm still here, and I feel like that's what does come across. But yeah, I just wanted to let that be known in case anybody thought it was something different. I'm about to watch P Valley. I'm about to watch P Valley. But before I do that, I want to show y'all how far I got on the skirt yesterday. So, child, that handheld sewing machine, that's for like a designer on the go. She gotta fix a hem, she gotta fix a rip or something, because for one, it's not gonna work for this fabric because like the little entry of where you like push fabric through is very short, and all of this wasn't gonna fit. So yeah, definitely for small projects, but don't judge because this is my mannequin, my body pillow. But I was able to, let me see, I was able to get the fur all around, and all I have left to do, so y'all can see how I have the little spandex skirt, and I had this flipped over and I attached it like flipped over so that it would have that nice seamless seam. My mama taught me that, so I'm learning. And then I stopped because she went to sleep. Not because like I did everything myself, but I stopped at the seam because I need her to give me some insight on the seam. I think it's just a matter of closing this off like this, because I tucked this little extra under here, and so I could tack that and then tack this and then cut the excess off the bottom, so that it's like not too long, because we don't want a long skirt. Yeah, so that's how far I got, but basically the skirt is here. The next thing that I'm gonna do after I close the seam off is incorporate ostrich flower, I always want to say flowers, ostrich feathers like we wanted to the first time. It's just that there's no way this little bit of feathers was gonna do it, so we're just gonna add to this, basically, like kind of give it another dimension. So something like this. Like that looks ugly right now, but I showed y'all the inspo pic though, right? So where's my phone? Oh. So basically something like this. Like if you could see, she just kind of added ostrich feathers into her her look. Where's the picture of it from the front? Oh yeah, so I basically been helping Kaya style her stuff for her birthday. So see from the front, you could see like, okay, that's a faux fur fabric, and then she draped the ostrich feathers into the middle to kind of give it that same idea. So that's why we say this is basically like a hack kind of version of this, because the original is just like complete ostrich feathers, but you need so much of that to get that done. And I've done it myself before on a dress, but I realized what I did do with this dress, just because I want to take pictures, I only did the front. So the back of this was the pink spandex, similar to the gray spandex that I have on this skirt that I'm making now. So yeah, this little side view really told me, oh, she just kind of added ostrich feather trim to her already faux fur. I don't know why she would do this, but yeah, I guess she didn't have enough fabric, or she thought that was something. Personally, not so much, but that's why I'm gonna add trim. That's why I want to add the trim in there, and then why closing this seam off is important, because I'm not finna have Kai out here with her ass out. That's just not, it's not the vibe. But yeah, I know I didn't get to show y'all the process because it was kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna use this sewing machine, so I did it by hand, which I'm very confident about sewing by hand, but I'm trying to learn how to use a sewing machine and how to, you know, kind of design. So that's where we at. But like I said, I'm about to catch up on P Valley. It came out last night. It's a good Sunday. I'm gonna see if I want to do my DIY today. I probably will, but I'm just like a little tired right now. So right now I'm about to lay back down and just watch this show. Probably watch this show, maybe a little bit of YouTube, because YouTube for some reason always motivates me. So watch a little bit of YouTube, and then I'll probably be ready to get up and work on my DIY or work on the skirt, one of the two. But yeah, that's what we doing right now. That dang Wood Brian, she is too much. I cannot. And it's all the Birkins in P Valley for me these days. Autumn got a Birkin. Uncle Clifford got a Birkin. Oh yeah, Big Bone, she got something. Anyways, I said I was gonna lay down, but I got my coffee. I'm actually feeling pretty good, so I think I'm going to sew while I watch P Valley. That's probably the better idea, because I'm stimulated, occupied, and being productive. That's what we're gonna do. Hey y'all, so obviously it's been a minute, but it's still Sunday. But look y'all, the skirt's coming together. I'm like so proud of myself, seriously, because this is basically my first, guess you could say, design, because it is. I took fabric. I had a base obviously, but I took fabric, and then y'all know it was just the blue, but I ended up adding the ostrich feather trim, which I was trying to like line it up and see what it was gonna give, and I was getting nervous because the trim was showing, but it's working out. But yeah, it's like at least 11:30, y'all. So I just want to show y'all. I just want to show y'all because I just went in my own room to show her too, and she ain't there sleeping, so I'm just proud of myself. So I sent my client Kaya her picture so she could see where it's looking like, and she's excited, so I'm happy about that. I cut it from when y'all first saw it, so it's shorter, but I want to cut it again because I think it's still too long, especially for her little frame. I want it to be mini. I don't want it to be like too much fabric, because that takes away from like the vibe. But anyway, yeah.